What if living longer isn't the real goal? What if the real goal is living better for longer? Most people believe that if they eat reasonably well, avoid obvious bad habits, and visit the doctor occasionally, they are doing enough to live a long life. But this assumption is deeply flawed. According to Peter Attia in Outlive, The Science and Art of Longevity, the current system is not designed to keep you healthy. It is designed to treat you after you become sick. And by then, it is often too late. In this video, we break down the key ideas from Outlive. You will learn why modern medicine fails at prevention, the real causes of aging and early death, the most effective strategies to extend your health span, and how to design a longer, healthier, more functional life. This is not just about living longer. This is about living well for as long as possible. Modern medicine has made incredible progress. It can treat infections, perform complex surgeries, and save lives in emergencies. But when it comes to chronic disease, it falls short. Most doctors operate under what Attia calls Medicine 2.0. This system is reactive. It waits for disease to appear before taking action. For example, a patient is not treated for heart disease until plaque has already built up in the arteries. A person is not diagnosed with diabetes until blood sugar levels are already dangerously high. This approach ignores a critical fact. Chronic diseases develop slowly over decades. Attia proposes a new model called Medicine 3.0. This approach is proactive. Instead of waiting for disease, it focuses on early detection, risk assessment, long-term prevention. The goal is to act before symptoms appear. Most people measure success by lifespan, how long you live. But Attia argues that this is the wrong metric. The real goal is health span. Health span is the number of years you live in good health, free from chronic disease, free from disability, free from dependence. Many people live into their 80s or 90s, but their last decade is often marked by frailty, illness, loss of independence. Attia calls this the marginal decade. The objective is not just to extend life, it is to compress the period of decline, to stay strong, active, and capable for as long as possible, and then decline quickly at the very end. Attia identifies four major drivers of death and suffering. He calls them the four horsemen: cardiovascular disease, cancer, neurodegenerative disease, metabolic dysfunction. These conditions account for the majority of deaths in modern society, but more importantly, they develop silently over many years. By the time they are diagnosed, the damage is often advanced. The key insight is simple. If you want to live longer and better, you must prevent or delay these diseases as early as possible. Cardiovascular disease is the leading cause of death worldwide. It includes heart attacks, strokes, and other vascular conditions. The underlying issue is atherosclerosis. This is the buildup of plaque inside the arteries. It begins early in life and progresses slowly. Most people do not notice any symptoms until suddenly a major event occurs. A heart attack or stroke can happen without warning. Attia emphasizes aggressive early prevention. This includes monitoring advanced lipid markers, controlling blood pressure, maintaining cardiovascular fitness. The key takeaway is that prevention should begin decades before symptoms appear. Waiting until middle age may already be too late. Metabolic dysfunction is one of the most important drivers of disease. It includes conditions such as insulin resistance, prediabetes, type 2 diabetes. Poor metabolic health increases the risk of all four horsemen. It affects the heart, the brain, and overall longevity. One of the most important insights is that metabolic dysfunction is often invisible. A person can appear healthy on the outside, but still have serious metabolic issues. Improving metabolic health involves managing blood glucose levels, reducing processed food intake, increasing physical activity, building muscle mass. Cancer is complex and difficult to prevent completely, but there are ways to reduce risk and improve outcomes. Attia describes two strategies: defense and offense. Defense involves reducing exposure to risk factors. Offense focuses on early detection. Early detection is critical. Cancers identified at an early stage are far more treatable. Regular screenings and awareness of personal risk factors are essential. Diseases like Alzheimer's are among the most feared conditions of aging. They affect memory, cognition, and independence. Currently, there is no cure for these diseases, which makes prevention even more important. Attia connects brain health to overall metabolic health. Factors that protect the brain include exercise, proper nutrition, quality sleep. Exercise is the most powerful intervention available. It impacts every major system in the body. Attia divides fitness into four key components: strength, stability, aerobic endurance, peak cardiovascular output. Strength training helps preserve muscle mass. This is essential for maintaining independence later in life. Aerobic training improves cardiovascular efficiency. It supports heart health and endurance. High-intensity training improves VO2 max. This is a strong predictor of longevity. Exercise is not optional. It is a foundational pillar of a long and healthy life. There is no universal diet that works for everyone, but there are common principles. These include avoiding excess calories, eating nutrient-dense foods, prioritizing protein, limiting processed foods. Consistency is more important than perfection. The best diet is one that can be sustained long-term. Sleep is often overlooked but critically important. It affects nearly every aspect of health. Poor sleep is linked to cognitive decline, metabolic dysfunction, increased disease risk. Quality sleep supports recovery, memory, and overall well-being. Aim for consistent, sufficient sleep each night. Physical health alone is not enough. Emotional health plays a major role in overall well-being. Attia shares his personal struggles with emotional health. He realized that optimizing physical performance did not guarantee happiness. Strong relationships, purpose, and mental resilience are essential. A long life without emotional fulfillment is not meaningful. One of the most powerful ideas in the book is long-term thinking. Instead of focusing on short-term goals, you should think in decades. Ask yourself, what kind of life do I want at 80? Then begin building the habits that support that future. To apply these ideas, focus on four core areas: exercise, nutrition, sleep, emotional health. Track your progress. Measure key health indicators. Make adjustments over time. Small, consistent actions lead to significant long-term results. Many people make the same mistakes: waiting too long to take action, ignoring exercise, underestimating sleep, neglecting mental health. Avoiding these mistakes can dramatically improve your quality of life. The central message of Outlive is clear. Longevity is not about luck. It is about strategy, consistency, and long-term thinking. By focusing on prevention and building strong daily habits, you can extend not just your life, but the quality of that life. If you found this summary helpful, take a moment to support the channel. Like this video, leave a comment with your biggest takeaway, and subscribe for more in-depth book reviews. Your support helps us create more content like this. Thank you for watching.